What's going on, everyone? I'm still waiting for a couple people to join us, but I figured I might as well go live. So, thank you so much, Ronnie. Yeah, it's just me by myself this week, right now. However, let's see. uh we will have our typical list show next week, and then we do have a special guest joining us. But tonight I'm just going to show a couple pickups and stuff like that I've picked up recently. But before I do that, I want to take this time real quick to thank our sponsors. So if you haven't signed up already, make sure you're signed up for Cover Price. You can use the code Nerdvana14 for a 30-day unlimited membership for only 99 cents. And you can use the code Nirvana over at Bird City Comics. Yep. And I did pick up all of My Little Pony, so thank you, Lord Brooklyn, for spying on what I've been purchasing on over at eBay. But I'll start off with some cards because I know people aren't really too interested in this. But I picked up these at Walgreens. This is Topps Chrome MPB baseball. If you don't know what this is the Japanese league in um in in Japan. And out of this set that they have in these $8 packs, there's like there's a expensive card in there. It's called Raki. Is his last name. I am flying solo for right now. I did get a couple of people that said they might join us, so we'll see if that happens. But this is that set, the 2021. So there is a super expensive. If you just look up Topps Chrome NPB baseball and eBay, and then search the single cards, the highest. I can do that real quick. But the other reason why I bought several of these is that there's 2022 Topps UK edition cards in there as well. So it's pretty cool. I like that set, so you can pull maybe possibly a Julio Rodriguez. The Topps UK edition, they have like black border parallels that aren't in the normal top set. So that's what I'm chasing after out of that set. So let me look up that 2021, and I can get the name of the baseball player. NPB. Dun, dun, dun. Is high to low. The pitcher's name is. It's not the card. Roki Sakai. So yeah. All right. I will open those probably later on Instagram, but I'll show a couple of pickups that I've picked up recently. This is Something is Killing the Children, number 34. This is the Raza variant. This is an incentive. It's 1 in 50. I'm still enjoying reading this series. So if you haven't picked it up already, or if you're not reading it, definitely read the trade paperbacks. But like, I'm still continuing reading the storyline. So I'm still really enjoying it. I did pick up this, or I'm part of the Tiny Onion Club, and I thought this was a pretty cool. This is a Dracula #1 in Huck Lee cover. So all these are supposed to be gold foil, and through production error, they accidentally made it a silver cover. So they're reprinting all of these again and sending out gold ones. So because they already mailed out the silvers, and you know how we are as collectors. If they recall something, what are the chances that you're going to actually send it back? I mean, if they ask me to send it back, I know I wouldn't. So I like the silver. That's kind of cool. But they are making it up for the gold. I did pick up a handful of these. This is a Thanos #1, second print, John Tyler Christopher negative variant. What's up, JoJo? How are you? I'm flying solo right now, but we'll have a normal show next week, so I'm just showing off some pickups. This is what everyone in the community is dubbing the Brandon McClay variant because of the blue screen he uses to do all the OBS effects. You see the cosmic background stuff. So, but I love the second print. I like it more than the first print, and I can pull up a copy of that real quick. Give me a second as I put these aside so I can share out that tab. Let's see. Thanos 1, JTC negative. So y'all can see the difference. So the original one is this all purple one. So I like the second print a lot more, but we'll see what the audience thinks. So this is the normal negative space, all purple variant. But, tell me you don't like this second print a little bit more with the cosmic. I know they are doing the Captain Marvel, D. Malloy. They are doing that second print negative. But yeah, this cosmic, as long as they don't start putting on non-cosmic characters, I'm fine with it. The space variant straight fire. Yeah, I bought 5 myself. That's how much I believe in the book. So I really like it. I mean, and then who's also not a fan of Jeff the Land Shark? This is issue 1. This is the 3rd print. I haven't read this story yet, but so I might as well give it a read. It's Jeff. I mean, who doesn't love the Land Shark, right? He who remains Thanos was right. Yeah, probably. I also picked up a few of these Scotty Youngs. This is Spine Tingling Spider-Man #1. I always like to buy a few of these different Scotty Young variants, set them aside in the box, save them for later for a rainy day. It's actually raining in Houston right now, so sorry if my dog starts freaking out or something like that. I did buy the Street Fighters Masters Cami. This is a Lyrics MegaCon Pure Art variant. It is limited out of 400, and this is number 148. So this is the Lyrics Cami cover. I think I'm starting to get the Street Fighter bug and starting to buy too many Street Fighter variants, but I do like picking up some Cami books because why not? I picked this up from a seller on Whatnot, Brent. So shout out to Brent. I forget his last name. You'll know his emoji because he uses the I think he uses the Mark Hamill, where he's wearing the from the Jay and Silent Bob. But this is the Star Wars Darth Maul, Son of Dathomir #1. This is the San Diego variant. This is the first appearance of the Darksaber. So cool little Dark Horse mini series. I did pick up a couple copies of Beneath the Trees Where Nobody Sees. Ooh, yeah. So I picked up a couple of the Beneath the Trees Where Nobody Sees. I found this on the wall, or not on a wall, but in the back, like new issue, back issue bins that that one of the local comic shops had. They still had them at cover price, so I figured why not pick up a couple of these if they're still covered and they're selling for at least $20. But I hear the story is really good, so I am definitely going to read one. While I was also digging through back issues, I found this New Avengers #2, the second print. I always love picking up these later prints, especially with the blue at the bottom. Your store didn't get any. It was crazy that the store I don't typically go to in Houston, but I'll stop by every so often. They still had them on the new rack that they have in back issues, or yeah. So they had a handful of the variants too. So I might go by and pick up those and just start selling sets on eBay. I thought this was a really cool. I guess my theme of pickups is Raza, so I picked up this Deadpool and the Mercs for Money hip hop cover. issue number 1. This is a Raza cover. They had it for cover price, so I was like, kind of like, why not? Hip hop covers, Notorious Hard. Ooh, and someone is joining us, so I'll keep on delaying for like half a second. But speaking of Street Fighter, I did pick up this Street Fighter G.I. Joe crossover. It's the 8-bit variant. It's issue 1. This is the sub cover. But then I also kept on going with the series that they had there. They had the retailer incentives. So for issue 3. All right. And this lady needs no introduction who is joining me. Mama Comics Lucy. How's it going?
Hello. Good. How are you?
Doing pretty good. Yeah. So thank you for joining me. I'm almost actually finished with my tips. So, but
You're what?
I'm almost finished showing off like what I have, and if you have anything to show off, that'd be cool. Well,
I don't. I'm not prepared.
that's fine.
Oh,
Well,
hold on. I'm trying to quick. Keep talking. I'm trying to close some apps, and it's making my computer slow. So go ahead.
Okay. Yeah. So I'll keep on showing off stuff, and I'll show you off some stuff that I think you might enjoy, like seeing what I picked up.
Okay.
All right. So this is a Street Fighter G.I. Joe crossover. This is issue number 3. This is also a retailer incentive. This is a retailer incentive, and so it's part of this like connecting cover set. I mean, they didn't have issue 2, but they had issue 3. They had issue 4, which is also a retailer incentive, and issue number 6. So these were all the last, like, I guess I need to find 2 and 5, and then it completes a connecting cover set. But I mean, like, I spent way too many hours playing Street Fighter 2, so that's why I definitely bought it. And then, for IDW retailer incentives, I never figured that's not a bad pickup if it's cover price. So instead of being like $10, and then I doubt a lot of people ordered IDW retailer incentives.
Is this like the older ones? Because I feel like I've seen those covers before.
The Street Fighter G.I. Joe?
Yeah. Oh, no, it's new, right?
So it's like old game artwork, but I think it was a newer crossover, but I don't remember when this came out. But yeah, when I saw the subcover, I was like, oh, that's cool. And I kind of knew like subcovers can be somewhat hard to find.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I closed my Cricket on my computer, the Cricket app, because it takes so much memory. It makes my computer super slow, and I forgot that I was working on something when I left home. And I was like, dang, it gets all freezy, and yeah, now it's better.
All right.
What else you got?
And then this is the last thing I have like prepared or whatever. I have a few more items I can show off, but this is a TMNT, a Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Art Adams cover with April O'Neil on the cover. I don't know what issue. This is issue 1. This was a New York City Comic-Con exclusive through SMZ. I ordered 3, and this is the first one I got, and I still have 2 more coming on the way. So, but it's taken like a month to deliver since New York. Off of whatnot? Yeah, right. What was the policy? What was the policy? 3 days, 2 days, something like that.
Yeah, it used to be like that. That was long. I have not been on the app in a long time. I think I only downloaded like for the Cheesemate, for a little bit for the concert. Oh no, I had it. I never deleted the app in my phone. It's just on iPhones, if you don't keep up with the maintenance, it doesn't load. Like so, I kind of like reloaded. Yeah. And yeah.
So check out this.
I won. Oh my God, Romy came over here just to. He's like, Mama, look! Like, oh my God, when you have kids, he's all, Mama, look, and he's all stinking his butt.
My dog just came up to me.
Oh my God, at the same time.
Yeah.
You have your dog, I have my kids.
Freaking
Romy.
Yeah. So he just it's raining in my area, and so he didn't get his evening walk, and so he's still so like he's still all hyper. Okay, so So real quick story, I found these beneath the trees where nobody sees at my comic shop, or at one of the comic shops I go to, for cover price.
No, wait.
Uh,
Is that the regular cover?
Yeah, this is the regular cover, first
Oh, okay.
print, A
I
cover.
want one of those. I'm so dumb. I couldn't like. Have the worst memory ever. And when we were talking about it, when was it? I can't remember. Jen was talking about it, and then they said that it was still available on IDW
Oh,
website.
the
And the 1 out of
the
10, the incentive one.
the or was it the foil one for?
Foil. That's the one. Yeah.
Yeah.
Because the regular covers that were sold out, but they still had the other one, and I was like, I'm gonna order it because I really liked it, because I really liked the way it looked. And in the first one that I saw talking about it, and he said, "Don't sleep on this. It looks really good," and this and that. It was Chris, Custom
Oh,
Slabs.
custom slabs. Wow.
He posted. Like, a lot of people don't listen to him, but every time, like, he says, you pay attention to this, and always something happens, and he was
it always
right.
launches up in price, and
well, he sent it on our group chat. He sent it on our group chat. He said it there.
Yeah. Well, so I didn't care until it was on the Hot 10.
and then, he said it before it was on in the Hot 10.
Right. Yeah. And the crazy part was, like, it didn't make the Hot 10 until like a month after that book had been released.
Yeah. And he said it, and I was just like, oh my God. And when he told me.
He probably said it during FOC too.
Yeah, and he told me, and then when he came out, he said it again because he picked it up, and he even posted. And I was like, I want that, and then I forgot. And then we talked about it. I think it was the second print or something like that. And then Laura said it's still available on their website. And then I went on it, but then I got distracted with the kids, and then I forgot.
Yeah. I picked up a couple of these Raza covers, the Something is Killing the Children.
Nice.
This is issue number.
Love the colors.
Yeah, it's issue number 34. It's a 1 in 50. Are you still reading that series?
Oh, dude, I stopped at 20 before they went on the break. I have not read it, and I don't even know what's happening.
I'm like, I still pick up the issues, but I'm like 10 issues behind. So
at the same time as me, basically. Then
I think still writing it? Yeah, Tinyan's still writing it. I got past the next story arc when they started up again, so I'm up to like 25.
You know what? I think I stopped reading it because I heard that he was not gonna write it anymore, and then I was like, oh,
he wasn't gonna. He stopped writing for House of Slaughter.
Okay.
Yeah, and then I did get the Dracula 1, the Silver Error variant. Kind of error.
Dude, I love that.
It's supposed to be gold.
Oh.
Yeah, but I mean, I kind of like the silver. Like, gold to me, like, can be a bit much.
Oh, hi, doggy. What does he have in his mouth?
He grabbed a box.
Oh, he's like, that's what you get for not walking me.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah.
Which end? It's still chilling. The trees underneath the tree. Or was it? It just gives me like Winnie the Pooh vibes, you know.
That's what I hear. I hear it's like Winnie the Pooh that went violent.
Yeah, imagine talking like this the whole time, guys. I'd be like, listen to me, mother truckers. I'm just kidding.
Yeah. And then I think a lot of the other stuff I've already shown on other shows, but I mean I can show them here since we're just chilling. I picked up this.
Nice.
So first appearance of Shang-Chi in a 9-2. So this is a book from 73. So I've been eyeing this for like a year, and the prices finally dipped down so low that it was worth for me to pick it.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah.
Honestly, I have not. One, because there's books that I want, and then I forget to buy. And then I don't want, like, now I'm kind of like, since the shop that I was going to closed down, like, to go to the other comic book store is like, it's like about 30 minutes, but it's like, I don't know, I just get busy with the kids, and then I just don't go. I'm like, I don't want to go. But I haven't bought, like, new books. It's been a while. It's been a minute since I bought new books. The only books that I have gotten is probably from Bird City. But even that sometimes I just kind of forget. Like there's so much going on that I just forget to buy. And I haven't been buying. I haven't been reading much.
Still chilling. I definitely agree. Like I don't like reading one issue at a time for something as Scale of the Children. I like to read like story arcs. So I'll wait like 3 or 4 issues out and then read them all at once.
Yeah, that's what I'll do, like 5 at a time. Yeah.
Have you seen this? Have I shown you this?
Oh, when did you get it? Oh, it's beautiful. I've seen it. I didn't know you got it.
So Ji-Hung Lee was pre-selling signature series books off his website of this, and it's a 1/100 variant. So I was like, kind of like, oh, that's awesome. And then they guaranteed a 9.8. So I was like, kind of like, all right, cool. I don't have to fight a line. Wait,
see, do all that. I don't know if a lot. I mean, I know the people that have been on the comic books for a long time, but there's some that they don't know that if you sign up their newsletters, like you will get like kind of like first tips on a lot of their exclusives that they have from their websites. Or like Scotty Young, for a while he was writing the story of I Hate Fairyland. So and it was like short stories on his website, and a lot of them they write like short stories and they're putting them from the emails. You get the emails, so you get some exclusive stuff.
And then you got to buy this Ryan Reynolds cover. No, I'm just joking. I bought another cover of Detective Comics 880. This is one of my all-time favorite covers, like of all time. And so like I had a friend that was...
before did you see that right now? You said Ryan Reynolds. Did you see his new commercial with what's his name, Grant, the guy who did Flash?
No.
the show, not with the other fool.
Yeah.
Look, he has I'll send it on Instagram, but there's what is it? His thing at Mint or something like that.
The mobile company.
I think So he's like, if Grant is like, he's playing like he's a different character. He's in character of something else who works for him, right? And he says like, he's trying to like little hints that he was the Flash, right? And he's like, he's like, is it super fast? And then he's like, you're my Flash. And then Grant's like, you're my Hall. He's like, oh, that's low.
That's pretty good. I'll have to,
Let me send it to you real quick. I wonder if we can play it.
I don't want to get a copyright strike for that.
I know.
Yeah. And
I just thought it was hilarious.
Yeah, and I don't want to have to clip it out later either.
It's just so like,
see, maybe I invite you to one. I invite you to one show, and then you're already gonna get me in trouble with horror. Like, like, hey, why is this? I'll be like, I'm gonna throw you on the bus. I'll be like, Lucy told me to play it when she.
I'd be like, I don't know what he's talking about.
I'm like, watch the rewind. Me. Oh wait, you can't now because the video's been deleted.
And the 30-some people that are here, you guys have my back, right? Aaron is lying. And we can play without sound. Can we do that?
I think there's a way to.
Okay, people can watch it on.
Yeah.
Who's Gun? You see, I don't even. It's this guy. He posts things. His name is Gunverse. That's the thing that who posted. That's a guy. But hold on, I'm gonna do it without. Oh,
wait, I'm opening Instagram.
Sound.
Here, I can.
Hold on. They are like. And it's without sound.
Here, I'll show it. We'll just talk over it without. Let's see.
Just the end. You can hear like the end what he says. He's like.
Look, I even have subtitles on.
Oh, perfect. You see? And you can see results in the Flash.
Oh, he doesn't look. He's like with the beard and everything. He looks so. Yeah, he looks like it's someone different.
You're staring at me. I thought this will be my friend. You always be my Barry. You always be my Hal.
That's funny.
Seymour. Because he's Seymour supposedly. And the thing, it's so funny.
Well, yeah, because Green Lantern, like Hal Jordan.
Yes.
Oh, yeah. And then Barry,
It's so
yeah,
funny.
that's awesome.
I thought it was hilarious.
So you really haven't picked up anything? Like, how can you be Mama Comics without picking up comics?
Dude, and I'm wearing the shirt.
Yeah.
I didn't even realize.
No, it's cool.
Laura just sent me. I just got it from Bird City. Oh my gosh, I can't even remember. There was 2 books that I really wanted from theirs, and then it's the one with the mouth open, and there's teddy bears, and it's a homage from another DC.
Oh yeah, from
You
the
know which one I'm talking about?
yeah,
That one.
it's a homage from Night Terror's book, right?
Yeah. Yes.
Yeah.
And then there was another one I can't remember. But
Uh,
I think that's the only thing that I have new that I have bought, like modern that I have bought. That's the only thing.
I
Um.
I pre-ordered from them the Torchy homage,
Mhm.
the Carl Cohen.
Yeah.
Like
Oh yes.
yeah. I was like oh, that's a very tasteful homage, and like yeah.
Yeah. The only thing
Vols
I've been watching is because I've been watching a lot of like anime and then reading some manga.
Nice.
But
Speaking of manga, our good friend International Comics is going to be having a anime and manga sale tonight.
nice on.
So on a whatnot. So
Okay.
so I mean, like,
Yeah.
I feel like Josh's reception is really good and stuff like that. So he's like one of those trusted sellers that that people should buy from and shouldn't, he's a part of our community. I like the side eyes.
Oh gosh, he's awesome.
Yeah.
Um, he's fun. He's fun. But the way he talks is very calmly on his thing. Like I could listen to him and then just fall asleep because he's so calm. The way he talks, very chill.
Very chill or very stoned. I don't know.
I'm gonna
It,
say chill,
the latter,
but we
right?
all know.
I
But
mean,
we
Ohio.
all know what's happening.
I
Just kidding.
mean, Ohio did just become a medicinal state, so
That's where he's at in Ohio. You
yeah,
know, I think again, bad memory, right? Like I swear, like everything's bad. Like I hardly know unless it's like a very obvious, like you. I know you're in Texas. I don't
yeah,
remember where in Texas. I just know you're in Texas, but you have said it many times.
yeah.
I will forget again. I know Joe's like kind of close by you, Texas. Mel, I know for New York, Lucas,
Mm-hmm.
Virginia. I don't know where in Virginia. I just know it's Virginia. Like there's like Chris, like he has told me so many times where he's from, and I have known him for 5 years.
You're talking about
And
Crystal Slabs?
and I do
I
not know where I don't remember where he's from.
I know he's on the East Coast. I think
Yeah,
I'm pretty sure it's the East Coast, if I'm not
somewhere
mistaken.
out there. Yes, that's I
Um.
just don't.
Oh,
I'm really
I
bad.
I know I met Still Chillin' in Dallas, and I feel
Is he
like
also from Texas?
I think he's in the
You in
in the
Texas
Dallas
too?
area. I know Hyper Combo is in Canada, but I couldn't tell you what Providence.
Canada. uh, he's from Canada. That's all. That's all we need to know.
Let's see. I feel like Volsey has won something for me, so I could probably look up a
Texas.
giveaway. Oh, you're North Houston, also okay. So
Yeah.
so it's always funny because I always meet people from Houston
Mm-hmm.
in a different place. Like
No,
no joke. Like
that's so funny.
okay, so Lobos, right? The artist,
Yeah.
he lives probably like 20 minutes away from me.
No way.
Yeah, he lives in. I don't want to say which. I don't want to
Yeah,
blast his city,
just
but
in Texas.
he lives in my area of Houston,
Wow.
and then I met him in Florida and
Whew.
MegaCon before he became a
Yeah.
it was on his rise of becoming a great
Yeah.
artist or
That's
well
crazy.
known artist. He was already a great artist. So
That's cool. Yeah, no,
yeah,
I'm bad.
yeah.
I'm a good person to tell secrets or a bad because I forget. I forget about it. But then if I say it, I don't remember. Not till I said it, I'm like, oh shit, I wasn't supposed to say it.
Yeah.
It was a secret, and I forgot it was a secret. Yeah, so it
Well,
could, you never know with me. It could be a good because I'm gonna forget, but it could be bad because I forgot that it was a secret.
I mean, but that's why I always called you and Josh Lipton and Brisk, because you all had all the tea.
That is true.
I don't know where the lie is, so yeah.
So okay, talking about tea, something happened. I'm in an apartment and I'm on the second floor. Something happened downstairs.
Uh-oh.
And I was
Where the
telling him
cops
all
came?
this. Yes, a
Oh
lot.
wow! Oh dang! A lot of
Yeah.
cops.
Oh my god. Yeah. Something not. It's kind of sad, but and I went. That's why I was like, oh, let me see if I can jump after I come from a kid's birthday party,
Hmm.
and it's for somebody who lives here, and Romy's friends with them, and the maintenance guy's wife, and well, the lady who threw the birthday party, they were there. And the lady who threw the birthday party, she's the one who saw the cops. I didn't get to see them because I knew something was happening, but I wasn't sure like till later. And internet. Oh no, my internet.
Oh, you're
Hey.
back.
Okay.
Okay.
I was like, it's getting good.
I was like to the good part, and it's gonna
He
end.
was like, bye. So then she said, oh, did you see what happened? I was like, oh no, I just heard a lot of commotion and screaming, but I wasn't sure really what's happening. I didn't want to come out and get shot or something. It's not that crazy here. I'm just saying. But
I
um
live in Houston, so like that's just like a Tuesday. So
well, here, I mean, it could happen anywhere, right? But I don't know,
yeah.
So I was like, oh, just, that, I don't know, a kid being a brat or something. I just heard crying and screaming. But I was like, and she's like, no, there was a lot of, she said when she was leaving for the party that there was a lot of cops like surrounding the whole place. And we were like, what? I was like, what the hell? I'm like, oh my God. And then I asked her, did you ask the lady, the maintenance wife, the guy? And then she's like, no, I didn't ask her. Like, I didn't want to ask. I was like, oh, let me go ask her then. I'm like, what? I'll find out the details. Don't worry. I'm not
It's like,
afraid to ask.
hey,
That's why I know that's all the cheese me all the time. So that's my point. I'm not afraid to ask to see what they know.
it's like, if no one's gonna ask the hard hitting questions, I'm going to ask because I want to know.
Yeah. So that's
Yeah.
why I always know all the cheese.
Well, well, well,
I like
I
to investigate, dude.
yeah.
It's just like I should be a detective because, like, no kidding, I will find out the truth.
What if Brooklyn? The cops were looking for Jen Hurst in the library.
Oh, poor
So,
Jen. No.
no, see, they went to the wrong house already. If you want a stolen library book, you got to go to my house.
Oh, yeah, no, not in here, dude.
Well, I'm actually, I did sign up for my library. Like,
Did
but
you?
yeah. So we got a new library probably like a year ago, maybe 2 years ago at this point, and I hadn't stopped by
Oh,
there, and
you're
then
gonna go and steal books? That's what you're saying? I
maybe
mean,
no,
later
no,
on, we're
but
gonna see everywhere Aaron's mugshot.
that's gonna be the next comic drama. Aaron Yeezy Yee arrested for stealing library books and selling them on whatnot.
Oh no! So they're gonna be questioning me. Do you remember when you talked to Aaron?
When
And
you
I'll be like,
instigated
"Well,
Aaron.
he
Do you
was
remember when
so
you're
suspicious."
do you remember when you were encouraging Aaron to steal books from the library?
I didn't tell you to do that. No, yeah, I was just kidding. It
You're gonna
was
do
a
the best.
joke.
It was a joke. I don't know what you're talking about.
It wasn't me. It was my twin. Did you
We
guys
have
know
you
how
on
twins
YouTube at 32 minutes and
actually the no the thing is gonna be gone, remember, because we're gonna get taken down because so
Oh.
no fingerprints, no evidence, dude. Right.
But yeah, yeah, I was giving him a little bit extra time to see if Tony would join us. He said it was a soft maybe if he could join, but yeah,
Tony? Which Tony?
blue green artifacts.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Good.
yeah.
Yeah.
I was
I
wanting to
forget
see what
that's
Matt.
his name.
Yeah,
Sorry, honey.
yeah,
I hope he doesn't see this.
yeah. But yeah, next week we'll have a special guest joining us.
Ooh.
Besides Lucy. So
I was just gonna say, wait a minute.
yeah, yeah.
More
So
special than me? Just
yeah. So I'll leave that as a surprise, or if they want to say it in the chat, because they
who
might
do
be our
you
chat.
think? Okay, give him a hint. Like, it's an artist. Is it just
It's
comic book
another.
influencer, or
It's yeah. It's a member of the comic community.
just say an influencer? Just say it.
Just to say it, they're an influencer.
Yeah, it's
They're
an
in the
influencer.
chat right now. I'll give you that hint.
Is it chilling? Is it Laura the Brooklyn?
It's not.
Laura the Brooklyn, come on, dude. Just make that thing shorter. When I'm like trying to reply to you and on the chat, I'm like, oh my God.
Volsi, dang, is he in one of our chats? Because like, do you remember when I made that joke? I was like, the week all the news was breaking out, I was like, I was joking around in our Nearing Nirvana official chat room.
Yeah,
I was
yeah.
like, kind of like, I was like, oh dang, I have to cancel our guest that's on.
I know that is so funny. I know. Like, who is it?
Who it
Dad.
is?
Oh, it's you. I'm making it obvious, right? Just kidding. I don't
It
know.
actually is hyper combo.
Oh, is it? Okay.
It really is. Yes.
Yeah, you just gave it away.
I
Dude.
did just give it away. Comic Thomas. Oh my god.
Uh,
I have had lunch with him before. Guess who else was at
really?
that lunch?
Who? Brian?
Uh Dinesh
Uh,
from Bad
cool.
Idea. Yeah,
Nice.
so but that's like the weirdest when in the world would you imagine that like Dinesh, Comic Tom, and myself were sharing a lunch?
That's kind of odd. I can see
Right?
them having lunch, not you with them.
Right. No offense on that, but yeah. So okay, so to
You
give you,
were the odd one in that
I know I
tree.
was the odd one in the bunch, right? Yeah, honestly was not planning to have lunch with them. And okay, so here's the backstory. So it was actually at Dallas Fan Expo, and I had a box of Valiant trading cards from the 90s, and
Oh,
I was
nice.
like kind of like it was still sealed, and I was like kind of like, well, I was like, I don't know who wants this. Like I was like, oh, I had been on a couple podcasts with
Dude,
Dinesh. I
come
like
in hard again. Oh, I don't know who will want to see this. I mean, I got these cool cards. Do you guys want to be my friends?
so
Just
so
kidding.
I had Dinesh's phone number from like doing a couple podcasts with him.
Excuse me.
And then so I texted him because I knew he was gonna be at Dallas. I was like, hey, I was like, I have something for you. Do you want to meet up? He's like, yeah. He's like, meet me at um the joining hotels this bar. I was like, okay, cool.
That's so funny that you said bar.
Tom, Dinesh, and Aaron walk into a bar. Yep. And then Tom tried to sell me comic books.
And you guys did go to a bar.
We actually did go to a bar. So we're sitting there drinking, or like, so Tom was late to the lunch. So I'm sitting there with Dinesh and his retailer friend. I forget his name. But he has like a
Ryan?
huge
Ryan?
one of Dinesh's friends.
Oh, Dinesh's friends.
Yeah, it's like he's a giant retailer on the East Coast. But anyways, so we're sitting there drinking, and then I was like, oh yeah, why we're meeting up? I was like, here you go. Here's the is it Jim Mint? No, it wasn't Jim Mint. And then anyways, I hand him the box, and then he's like, oh cool, let me buy you a drink. We're drinking. He's like, I haven't opened one of these in a while. I was like, cool, yeah, whatever. And he's like, oh, do you want to stick around for lunch? I was like, sure. I was like, I haven't ate yet. That's fine. Like, I'll hang out for lunch. Like, I'm not gonna say no to a lunch, to food. So, and then we're getting to our table, and he's like, oh yeah, someone else is joining us too as well. And I was like, oh yeah, who? He's like, it's someone you might know actually. I was like, yeah, who is it? And then he's like, oh, it's Comic Tom. I was like, okay, cool. I was like, yeah, I've met him before, like at a convention, but like, we talked for, you know, but like I have nothing to
Mhm.
offer him, so like, he doesn't care.
But
So
was he nice? I mean, he seems like he's nice. I have never met him. Like,
he doesn't
mhm.
he doesn't have that his persona, if you will, when you
Oh
when
yeah,
you
he's different. Yeah,
like when you see his content, you know what I mean?
yeah,
Like he still talks to you like to a normal person,
yeah.
but then he's like kind of he's a little stuck up. I'll say it.
I listened to oh my god, Certified. Oh, I forgot his name, but Certified Comics. I think that was his Instagram name. He had a podcast for a while, like like on Spotify, and I was listening to the interview with Tom, and it was really good. I really enjoyed it. Like it was different, like how you said, like he was talking, like and I liked it, like how he got into comics and stuff like that with his dad, and I thought it was great. Like it made him look in a different perspective of him, like doing his show.
Oh
um
yeah, I mean,
but
yeah. I mean,
he was
it's
like when I started comics, like he was also like one of the first persons that I started following. Like he didn't have the followers that he has now.
right.
And he was, he was always nice to me. Never had any problems, and I cannot say anything bad about him because I don't have really, other than whatever has everybody had said. Like I haven't seen anything that he has
Hey,
done.
right. I mean,
Yeah,
it's not like he's yeah. I mean, I think that's what it really is that
good.
like he's I don't want to say he's the face of like YouTube of comics or whatever, but like he's like one of the
The
most
higher
popular,
ones, yeah.
like one of the most popular
Because there's other
influencers.
ones, there's other
Yeah,
ones that they have bigger audience, and it's not on Instagram or part of the comic community, if you want to say.
right.
Like what's his name? The comic librarian or whatever, like
Oh
something like,
yeah,
he's not really part of and he's not big on Instagram, but he's huge on YouTube,
YouTube. Right,
so
right.
I mean, but like from the community, he is one of the bigger ones, whether people like it or not.
Right, and I think that's what it's like. It's like when you're in school, right? Like you
Yeah,
always make fun of the, like if you're not a part of that inner circle group or whatever, you make fun of them.
yeah,
And
yeah,
then
and he
yeah,
has worked. I want to say he has worked hard for that, because this is not easy. Like to takes
oh
a lot of
yeah,
time, like us to prepare for comic book woman. It takes us like the week. Uh, uh, Jen does a lot of like the research and stuff like that. Depends on our picks. You guys feel like it takes work. Like again, it's not easy. Like just by the time, it's very time consuming, and
yeah.
to put
It's
all of what he has, like the big, like a bigger production, I want to say, like
right, right, yeah.
it's
Like he actually plans out a
yeah.
lot of his content and everything. Was yeah, so
That's
that's
tragic. But yeah, it's there's room for everybody. Like
yeah,
I
and
don't
then
see
yeah,
like
yeah,
that.
exactly. Like, but I thought it was funny that like I think what the idea was like for Dinesh was to connect people together or whatever, and
That's
then
nice.
to
Yeah.
see if like we would work together or anything like that. But I've met Tom before, and then that's definitely like I would say that's probably not in the cards or whatever. And then he knew who I was too as well, and it's like he was probably because
You
like
because you hang out with the bad influence. Just kidding. I'm just kidding. Because I'm part of that too, I guess. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I'm in that
Oh,
group chat.
it's like what Mel used to say, like, right? That we're the bad guys or we're the villains in the
Yeah,
or whatever. What was the saying? It was
I
something
don't
like that.
remember. I say
But
yeah, but I don't remember.
it was something like along those lines that like
Yeah,
yeah. So, um, but yeah, I
yeah.
mean it's whatever.
You know,
But
I say, like, we make our, like I have said before, like we make our own community. Like I see you, like you're of my community, like Mel, the girls, like you guys are my friends, and that's like my community. You make your own. You don't say like there's like some people that I don't really know, like, and not because I don't want them to be part of it, it's just it hasn't happened.
Yeah.
Or if they take the time to talk to us, then or be friends, you become friends, and now you're part of my community. So it's like everybody, you make your own community. Don't say like, oh,
Yeah.
they're bad for
Oh,
the community. No, you make your
yeah.
own. You
Well,
make it
yeah.
good.
I mean, I have respect for Tom for what he was doing
Yeah.
because, like, at that convention, what he was really doing was like he was not only selling books, like through like all his groups or whatever, but he was also finding people to pitch his the comic that he wrote recently.
Oh, he wrote a comic. I didn't know that.
Yeah, I forget the
Oh,
name of the title, but it's through I think it's through Massive Publishing or through the Whatnot Publishing or whatever it's
oh,
called.
okay, okay, okay.
Yeah,
Oh, right.
yeah. So because it's him and the Fire Guy Ryan, they both
Oh, okay.
they wrote the
Okay.
book together, and then
Yeah.
they did get I forget the name of the artist they got, but that's what he was pitching the entire time.
Oh,
And
okay.
then
Okay. He was working.
Crash Down. Thank you, Volsey. Yeah,
Oh,
it's
okay.
Crash.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
and then Still
Yeah,
Chilling.
Comic Explain. That's what I mean. Yeah, Comic Explain. Yeah.
And then Still Chilling. Yeah, it was that Saturday. Like I think I entered the con floor in the morning, and then when I saw how busy it was getting, I was like kind of like, yeah, I'm not walking. And
Dang.
yeah, where you
Is
can't
this like Game
it,
of Thrones? Oh my phone. Oh, my phone went
well,
on live.
well, it's no, it's like one of those when the convention is like convention hall so tight full of people you can't walk anywhere.
Dude,
Like
I cannot do that. That
yeah, so I was like kind of like, all right, I'm putting stuff in my hotel room, and then because it was walking distance from the convention center,
yeah.
and then I was like kind of like, I'll just wait to meet up with Dinesh whenever he frees up, and
We
then
went to the WonderCon, and I was just telling Sarah, like, I got so overwhelmed, like, because that was my first big convention. I done the ones here, but not as big like that one. And plus I took the kids. I was so overwhelmed. I was just like, yeah.
oh
Oh,
wow,
yes, she did. And you know what? That's how I started following JoJo,
oh that's cool.
because yeah, I think so. He thinks he shared it, and I was like, "Oh, another girl!" And then, so that at that around that time, Jojo, when you got it, that's when I remember started following you, because I was like, "Damn, that's awesome!" Like,
Dang, do you
I'm
still have that Hulk 181? Because that's an
sure she
amazing
did.
girl. Yeah,
Yeah.
because yeah, that's an amazing book. Like um my brother, he's a giant Wolverine fan, and then nice.
Yeah, she
Uh,
did. It was in the mystery box. She got it. I
the
remember.
mystery mail call or whatever it's
Yeah,
called.
that was kind of like the beginning when he was starting to do that. Like,
Uh, to get to that influencer status, I think, right?
he was
Yeah.
already popular. Like, he was like, I
Yeah.
remember at that time he was already like at 10K followers.
Yeah.
At around that time, he was already kind of. But yeah, that I remember that. Yeah, she
Yeah.
did. But yeah, I mean, yeah. Well, Aaron, we almost done because I have to go and get my kids.
Yeah. So I was gonna call it here. So
Okay.
but thank you everyone for joining. Our program will resume again as normal next week. When Longshort gets back from Switzerland. He's in Switzerland right
Oh,
now.
excuse me. Have fun, sir.
Yeah, he went out there for work, but
That's
then
nice.
yeah, and then yep, I think that's all I have.
And we'll show tomorrow. We have a show tomorrow with the girls. It's gonna be
And
fun.
then happy belated birthday to Joe again. So he couldn't
Happy
make it
birthday,
tonight.
Joe.
Yep. And we will see y'all next week. Later.